girl Carmen with the Tu Novio podcast, and on this episode, we have some real LA shit happening, okay? But before I get to that, I want to thank all the creators that have been on this podcast, because this is the podcast where you will find out about the movers, shakers of this city, abroad, and beyond, because I'm trying to get this global. Hello? Also, if you want to keep up with all the episodes of the Tu Novio podcast, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We are on all the platforms, and pretty soon we're going to do some woman type shit interviews, okay? Hashtag woman type shit interviews for Tu Novio. But I'm super excited because, okay, this podcast is on some real LA shit, because my next guest is someone that I actually met at a graffiti show, but there is so much more to this artist. And I'm lucky enough to have him on this couch today. So, what's up?
What's up, man? I'm happy to be here.
I'm excited for you to be here.
Salute to all your audience.
Okay.
Man. First time here.
I'm super excited because, one, okay, we are on a different production level today. As you can see, we got a cue card, so we're official. But QWESTCOAST, we met at an art show.
Yeah.
So let me know why you were there. And I know you're an artist as well, but there's so many more layers to who you are, and why you rep LA so heavily.
Yeah, man. We actually met at the homie Smart. He had an exhibition, and I was doing a show for him. I was doing a free show for the homie because we're both into graffiti.
Right.
We're from the same crew. Yeah, man. So shout out to Shaq, man.
Shout out to that graffiti show as well, and the pizzeria, because honestly...
Yeah, Esco's Pizza Shop.
Yes, shout out to Esco. We might need them to pull up here as well.
Yeah, man, for real. Hey, we probably could make that happen.
No, let's do it.
Yeah.
But what I really love
Esco,
about it too... No, facts. Yeah. What I really like too is, like, I didn't know that it was going to be so many layers to you as an artist. So talk to me about the real LA shit, because for many people, they might not know that you're from Watts. Talk to me a little bit about your childhood. I'm going to take it back, and before we go into everything.
Cool, yeah. I was born and raised in East LA. Pretty much moved to Watts about 8 years old or something like that, around the LA riots. Around not the Watts riots, but the LA riots, 92, I believe. And yeah, man, pretty much I was born into hip hop through graffiti. So like I started as a graffiti writer, and it just kind of like, went hand in hand. The music, we needed it to kind of like bring it out of us in the madrugada when we're out there doing our scandal. But so it kind of just like kept on going from like battle rapping in school. Shout out to everybody in Marco Middle School too, man, because I come from a different world, man. I come from like a battle rap world, like real raps. There's no accessories, no internet, no
you were really like doing it in the street.
None of the shit that's out there now. I'm not knocking none of that, but I just come from a different world, and I still stick to that.
What's so crazy too, and I want to point it out for everyone watching, is so West Coast, obviously hip hop, very hip hop influence, but I also gotta give it to you. You're a Latino Mexican rapper. So talk to me about Mexican rappers in LA, because right now I feel like it's been so popular. Like you have some of the homegirls, Jenny 69, Reverie. Right? Yeah, there's more girls in the game. So talk to me about, giving space to the women as a male rapper, because I've seen that you also like to collab.
I do, yeah, for sure. First question, I am Mexican American descent. My parents come from Oaxaca, so I represent that heavenly. I take pride in being, Mexican and American as well. And as far as like collaborating with the females, I feel like, like I kind of grew up off Selena and a lot of females. So like me, like, I just keep it real. I don't like to, go with the crowd and everybody likes this person. So like I just always, like, when they ask me, hey, who's your favorite artist coming up, I name her as one of them, because that's just the real. And like, so like going back to your question, I love collaborating with females, because there is actually females from my Tiger crew, and there's actually females that, go hard as far as raps, as far as, photographers, you name it, hip hop.
We love a man,
So,
especially a
yeah.
Latino man that also shouts out like the girls. Because
Yeah,
the girls
for
are
sure,
gay
for sure,
and-
yeah.
So, you know, I love that you were influenced by hip hop from the graffiti world. You are also doing music.
Yeah.
What got you the courage to even put yourself out there, to be honest? Like, I feel like in Latino households,
Yeah.
when your parent hears like, oh, you want to be a rapper?
Right.
Like, what does that mean? Go work or go to a 9 to 5.
Yeah, no, it was different for me, man. Like, my parents actually, like,
You had supportive parents?
I had supportive
Oh
parents.
my gosh,
Like,
shout out to the supportive
They
parents.
were actually, yeah, vice versa.
Wow.
You know, even the whole way through, you know, like, it's a long journey, but, like, in the starting point of it, yeah, I really just, like, kind of got into it because I didn't see, like, a representation of, like, what I bring. I
Right.
saw, like, the cholo rap, and that's cool. I saw that, but I felt like we were just leading into that direction, and I was like, yo, we have other, you know, we do b-boy shit over here too, and we rap,
Right.
and there's females over here too. So I just kind of felt like that, like, I want to do my shit. I don't want to, like, rap over people's beats, and what everyone was doing, I didn't want to do that. I just kind of wanted to do original shit.
I gotta ask, because I feel like people want to know. What's your sign? Because you
I'm
say
Cancer. I'm a Cancer.
You're a Cancer?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I see that. I see that.
Cancer's a
Very
Cancer guy.
original, very original.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you had
That's
supportive
my sign.
parents. You were able
Yep.
to, like, hop on a mic.
Mm-hmm.
How?
I actually wasn't, like, not
Oh.
right away. Yeah, like,
Tell me about that. How
that
did
actually, like, took long for me, like, cause, like I said, you know, I come from a different world. You know, poverty is fucking just, like, way different than other cities. Like, I don't
LA is
compare.
a
I
different
don't
city.
compare Watts to other cities because it, you know, we're all the same, really. But
Yeah.
in that era, yeah, it was rough, man. You know, so I didn't really see a studio till, like, way after, like, I was doing music and writing and karaoke and rapping at parties and shit like that. I didn't see a studio till way after. And the studio I went to was a big studio. It was Melo's Lab in the city of Santa Fe Springs.
Okay.
And the reason I kept going there, it was expensive, but the reason I kept going there was because there's a group called Psycho Realm, and they actually recorded there. So I was like, it just inspired me. I was like, holy shit, you know, these big dudes, you know, Psycho Realm came from Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill, they were Psycho Realm before Cypress Hill. So, you know, when they were recording the Bookie album, we were recording little, you know, bullshit songs, but it helped, like, it just inspired me to just keep going. Like, I knew I was on the right path from there, and, like, that was the first studio I ever been to.
I think a lot of people, when they start off, they think it's gonna be, like, automatic. And you gotta be patient with it, for real.
I actually never looked at it like that. Like, it's funny because I actually, like, enjoy doing this shit. I love it. I'm addicted to it. I'm obsessed with this shit. So, like, I can't stop even if I wanted to, you know?
Wow.
So that's, like, my thing. I never, like, got into it because it was the thing to do or, like, it could make us money. It was never that for me at all.
I see that you're very big on community, because there's a lot of rappers or just a lot of people, artists in general, that like to do things by themselves.
Right.
But, you know, he's a part of the Brownsville Collective. He's really big on, like, graffiti artists, like, not just him by himself, but he collects with other people. Why do you think it's so important to not do everything by yourself? Because I see that you're, like, you either collab, you're part of collectives, you connect with other people. Like, when did you get that?
I definitely tried that, to do it myself, you know, for a long time. But at the end of the day, you know, teamwork makes the dream work. You know, that shit is a fact. You know, big facts. So like I said, the Graph Lab was a place for me to tap in with the graffiti, with the music, in general, with people, you know, other ethnicities. It was, like, so dope. So shout out to the Graph Lab too, man. And the homies, everybody from TGL, man, because that's really where all that community thing kind of kicked off, really. And then, being from Watts, you know, there's a lot of people that are tapped into the community, you know, but it's really, you know, not to shame anybody, but it's really, for them, it's really about money, and not for me, you know, like, not the people that I'm surrounded by, we're not driven by money, you know, we just kind of, like, really know, like, what it took us to get to where we're at. So we're real humble about that, and all the people around me are like that. You know, there's no salty people around me, and that's just kind of how I move. You know?
And I see it too. I feel like,
yeah.
I mean, especially for like me as a podcaster too, like this started like during the pandemic because everyone was at the house.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what?
So you started by yourself? Or?
Started by myself.
That's
and then I was
it.
like, okay, I don't want to just talk by myself on the mic. I gotta have guests. You know what I mean? Like, that's gonna be boring with just me myself.
Shout out to Jazz, you know?
Shout out to Jazz and Alexandra.
Yeah.
Y'all
okay, there's another one. She's not here.
Yes, my roommate as well. Shout out
to the homie Frenzy too. He's in the building right now, man.
Yes.
The shooter's in the building, man. The homie Frenzy. She's from Watts as well.
Okay.
You know, he's a shooter. Look out for him, man. We're gonna be doing a bunch of new shit, man. So yeah, you know, those are the people in the building. Just had to shout them out. Like you said, you know, I'm all about that shit, really, because it's never been just me, ever.
Same. I don't want it to be just me. And I feel like the people that do so well, for example, like Jay-Z, he put so many people on. He's also a freaking businessman. You gotta think bigger than just the music.
Right, yeah.
So I want to ask you, because, you know, we talked about community, we talked about music.
Yeah.
But what do you see, like, what is the bigger picture for QWESTCOAST? Like, what do you see for yourself? Because you're not only providing for yourself.
Yeah.
We are going to talk that you are a family man as well.
Right.
But for you, like, as a father, as a creative, like, what's the bigger picture?
Really, the bigger picture is like the whole culture within itself. For me, the whole culture. It's not about color, you know what I'm saying? The whole culture. You know, the B-boys, the DJs, the MCs, photographers, you name it. The whole culture. I want it just to be about that. Really, it's like, it's a vision that I have, like, and there's a bunch of people just like me. You know, Brownsville Collective is the same thing. That's why I'm from that collective, because we all kind of have the same, like, we all kind of sat down and said, hey, we're going to all support each other in every way. We still do our independent thing, but we're going to support each other the whole way through. And if anyone happens to feel like they can't or they want to do something else, then that's what we said we were going to do. And, like, really, that's what it's all about, really. Like, I'm just like, hey, you know, we all kind of, we focus on one thing, and it's our people, like the culture, you know, and that's pretty much what it is. Yeah, that's the vision, you know. I just want from the younger youth to the older cats, you know, everybody that's tapped in and has an actual input and is invested in this world. Yeah, that's pretty
everyone
much,
can do it.
Yeah, everyone,
to be honest, everyone.
And we need everybody's help, you know.
Yeah,
for everybody that's tapped in. You guys you like to dance? Hey, we need y'all to dance to our videos and our music, you know, stuff like that. Artists, you know, tap in with the homegirl right here. She has a dope ass podcast, man.
Yes, and more street interviews too, because I really want to do that.
Dope.
But also, I want to ask you, like, how did you get your name, QWESTCOAST? Because obviously you're repping the West Coast.
Yeah,
there's no undeniable where
it's
you're
a crazy
from,
story.
what you do, so I want to know.
You're probably like the second or third podcast I'm gonna lay this on. So, like, growing up, like I said, I was a graffiti writer. My name was Question the whole way through. Question, you know, just the way it's spelled. I think he was an artist in Texas. He went by the same way I spelled it. He put a question mark right down the middle, just the way I used to write it as a graffiti artist. But I was starting to develop, like, my artistry, you know, like I was becoming an artist, so I wanted to switch it up. Long story short, I have a show in Long Beach, the city of Long Beach.
When? We gotta know.
This was I don't know the date, maybe 2004, 2005.
Oh, so this is way back.
So this is way back.
Okay.
So you're asking me how I got my name.
Yeah.
So I do this show opening up for E40. After I'm done rapping, E40 and a bunch of people were like in a huddle. I have like a Mexican flag over me, and he just goes, "Yo, you the West Coast." So I kind of ran with that. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna put a Q in front of the West Coast. I'm the West Coast," and that's how that came about. So E40 actually had a lot of input on it.
You know what's crazy? A lot of artists get their name usually from other people. Like other people kind of give you a nickname.
Well, he said I was the West Coast, and then like I can't lie and say that I came up with that, because I actually have a homie that I was like blazing with, and he was like, "Yo, I can't believe E40 said that. You should call yourself Quest Coast." And I was just like, "Whoa, wait, what?"
More people are saying
that is dope.
Like,
so like I just ran with it. Yeah.
Wow. And the rest is history. Pretty much.
I kept running with it. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask you, because I think it's so important that, for one, you are a father.
Yeah.
You're creative. And I think it's really important to know that whether you have kids or not, you should still follow your dreams. A lot of people are thinking that, like, okay, if I have kids, my dreams stop. I can't do it anymore. But it's like, no, like, that should be a bigger motivation to keep going.
It was, yeah.
Like, can you talk to us about like maybe how that happened? Like, because a lot of people do stop their dreams once they have children, or they just think, you know what, I'm just gonna give up my dreams.
Yeah, like I mean, for everybody else, I don't know. I couldn't speak for everybody else, but for me, it did help me more. Not at the beginning, for sure. It was like hard as fuck.
All right, so you gotta let us know, because there's so many people out there that, you know, they might have children right now, or they're in a situation where maybe like they're working really hard on their grind, and then boom, life happens. You're about to have a kid. But I think it's so important to also know that having children doesn't stop you from your creative bag at all, and you are a really good example of that. So talk to me about being a family man and still going after your dreams, even though you do have children.
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of people, or even if you just bring it up, you probably wouldn't think like it would work out for you, or you're like, oh, my life's over. You know what? It is really, really hard, but actually, it kind of helped me out. Like along the way, I realized that like it wasn't about me. You know, like it kind of like just puts you in a different like perspective of everything. Really, you know, not just music, but like everything. Like you kind of gotta balance everything. I'm not fucking perfect, but like in my situation, like it did help me out a lot more, because I was able to like bring them to the studio with me, or like when they got a little older, I would ask them like, hey, what do you think of this? And you know, they gave me like straight up answers. Like,
right, blunt answers. Yeah, probably
like,
really
like
blunt.
Kids are like, you know what I mean, no filter.
Like, Dad, that's it. Let's
literally, yeah, like they would put me in a place where I'd be like, man, I gotta get better, because if they don't like my shit, like who's gonna like it?
Right.
Once they got that age where it was like, you know, 10 and up, like it was just so beautiful. Like, yeah, like I started asking them for their opinions on everything. And to tell you the truth, my son was the first actual person that shot my videos, like everything. My reels, my videos.
So your son is a creative too?
Yeah, he is actually. He's 18 now.
Shout out to the next generation.
Yes, for
y'all
reals,
are doing
man. Yeah, man, he's been doing a lot. I could talk for hours. If we bring him up, it's forget about it. But yeah, going back to the question, yeah, it really helped me in that form of like not coming up, but like elevating. You know, like just like getting older as a person and as an actual artist. You know, you get to the experience helps you out, like believe it or not. You know?
It also probably helps you in your music, like
life. That's what I'm saying. Like
literally
life
fuels.
If you're like a real artist and you really express yourself through this shit, and it's like your go-to to air out and to, you know, like it's your therapy, then for sure it's gonna help you out. Like use everything. Like everything's inspirational, even if like the bad shit. Like, okay, you're crying about whatever. Okay, cool. Write something about it. You know, like, and you can't always express your feelings, but music always helped me. Performing always helped me. Like
shaking ass helps me when I'm sad.
I can't relate to that one, but hey, but whatever helps you, man. Yeah, like it really did help me.
No, I love that.
Performance is like unbelievable, man. When you connect with people, it's just on another level. I don't know. Did you see my performance that night that I met you?
I was not able to stay around, but I did see a lot of your friends perform.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I went crazy, man. I don't know what happened that night. I just like. I was, you know how there was a staircase? Yeah. I actually jumped on top of that while I was rapping with the mic in my hand. You gotta see the footage.
That staircase is high.
Somebody has a footage out there. Yeah, man. But it was dope. I was just having fun, really.
Yeah. I love that. Yep. This is the motivation that we need, to be honest, because I really want people to watch this video to know that, like, life happens, like shit happens, hardships happen. I'm living through my hardship right now, but y'all probably will not even know that. But hey, like, you gotta persevere. If you really want it, you're gonna make it happen.
Right.
To be honest, if you really want it, you're gonna make it happen. And a lot of people that are at the top right now, you would not even know that they were going through hardships.
Yeah, like you don't know what they went through, because for the most part we don't talk about it, because that's not like what we're put here to do as like people that are trying to touch people.
Yep.
Like, who's really gonna like someone, you know, crying and complaining about what their situation is? Yeah. We all go through the same shit.
Right.
All of us. Not even the artists, you know, everybody. The fans, you know, the people behind the scenes, we all go through shit, but this actually helps us. And if you see somebody with a smiley face, chances are there's something behind that, but you know, like, life is good, man.
Life is good. And with that, we're gonna go into a small, big segment.
Okay.
So, time for our spicy question. All right. So in this segment, we take a drink because why not? Cheers to life. Salud. Okay, so
that's a good drink. Who made this shit?
Okay, my roommate, Jazzy Jazz.
Shout out to Jazzy.
I'm gonna put all the information.
This is Jazzy motherfucking drink. I'm gonna tell you that.
Alexandra.
Fire, man.
Producers, Sakina's like, they put the shit on.
Oh, that's your team, huh?
Yes.
Oh, dope. Shout out to them, yeah.
Alright. So, before we get to your upcoming show, which is coming in August, I'm gonna get to some spicy questions.
Okay.
Alright, sometimes rappers get, a little agenda territory. Have you ever hooked up with a fan? Before or after the show?
You know what? I don't kiss and tell. So you're asking the wrong person. I don't do that. Yeah.
He's a Cancer. So
and I'm a married man too. Yeah.
Wow.
I've been married to music for like 20 years. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone
don't
who's
fuck
locked
up.
in.
I'm super focused. Yeah.
He's locked in. I love that. All right. The next spicy question.
You weren't expecting that.
I wasn't.
She wanted like a juicy story. I don't got none of that. I'm a grown man. I don't got none of them stories.
He's like he's grown.
Yeah, I keep it all in here.
He's married to music.
For life. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever slid into someone's DMs to collab?
What do you mean?
Like maybe slid a couple of times. Like,
of course, yeah.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
And no shame. You're like, fuck it.
I slid in your DMs to fucking collab, right?
That is true. He did.
You heard it here first.
Okay, there is no shame in sliding in DMs, to be honest.
It might have been vice versa, though. I'm probably lying.
No, facts. I think I did.
Yeah, well, that was vice versa. I was trying to be funny, but yeah.
No, yeah, there's nothing wrong with sliding in the DMs. Sometimes, honestly, that's the quickest way.
No, that's the way to go.
Yeah, that's the way to go,
If you say it like that, well, whatever. You can take it how you want. But fuck yeah, I slid in someone's DMs to collaborate. Hell yeah.
Right. Okay, the next one. And this one, I don't even think is that spicy, to be honest.
Yeah, you gotta hit me with the spicy ones. Okay.
Okay, this is a spicy question. For sex, what's your go-to position?
There's a few though.
But you gotta pick one. Like if you just had one and done, and then you get to rest.
She's on top for sure. That's
okay. Women empowerment. We love that.
Definitely, yeah, that's the one.
All right. So now I gotta talk to you about your upcoming show because it's coming up in August. So literally a couple of weeks away. Tell me.
Yeah. I got linked up through the Graph Lab again. My homegirl Maz, she's hip hop photography. She's a female photographer that's been on the rise for a few years, man. She's done a lot of shit for me. Vice versa. Every time she has a show, she puts these shows together.
This is a woman-led showcase?
Yeah, her name is Maz, and she's a photographer. Yeah, so she was a part of this show that they have an all-female event, which is rappers, photographers, DJs, you name it, all-female thing. Is called Athena's Garden, and this is how I met the homegirl Maz. So she put together her own version of that with the males and females, and it's called Hip Hop, the Elements of Hip Hop.
Oh, wow.
So she did already 2 shows, and this show is the 3rd one. It's gonna be pretty dope, man. We got Velda Wonder, which is a dope hip hop artist from LA. If you haven't heard, underground scene, we got Micah 9. He's from a legendary rap group, and out here from Lamar Park. A bunch of underground rappers. You know, myself, I'm performing as well. My homies from Brownsville Collective, DJ Survive, a bunch of other artists. So that's coming up August 29th. Y'all be on the lookout for that.
We might have to get an exclusive. Maybe do some, interviews.
Get a booth
there.
or something.
Yeah.
You can do live interviews, something like that. Yeah, that would be dope. Kissing booth, something like that. That would be fun.
That would probably draw in the crowd.
Put people on the spot. In front of their female or male. Now I'm just playing. But
I love that.
You never know. If you're down to do it, that would be pretty dope. I could probably make that happen for sure.
Yeah, definitely connect me. See the collaboration, the community. You never know.
It's all network. That's why I was telling the homie to come too, because good vibes is good vibes, and people. Those are the kind of people that are around me. So like, I like to connect people. You know what I mean?
No facts.
Yeah.
So y'all, we're coming down to the end of the episode, but honestly, this episode.
Fuck, did I answer the question?
No, you did. You did. Yeah,
okay,
you did.
my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
It's a good drink. It's
no,
a good drink.
I feel like I might be a little lit.
Okay.
Hold up.
Yeah, I didn't even know if I answered the question. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. But yeah, we're coming down to the end of the episode. I'm really excited that this was like, the real.
I thought there was like a hot question you were asking.
That was a hot question, yeah.
Think of a hotter one next time.
Okay, next time.
Yeah. Sex position's cool.
No.
You can get hotter than that.
Maybe I'll throw one at the end. But yeah, no.
I'm gonna think of a better one too, because I got a bunch. Yeah, I'm gonna think of a better one.
I'm really excited for this episode. I hope that you all picked up some gems, like whether you're creative or you're just like around a lot of creative people. Everyone's creative. There's something literally in us. And I think like everyone has a purpose. You just gotta find out what that is.
Yep.
And then don't limit yourself. I think a really cool thing is that, like, for example, you're a graffiti artist, a rapper, multi-talented. Don't just stick to one thing. We're not one thing.
It's really all connected too.
It is.
It's really all connected.
It's fucking connected. So yeah, like if you see a friend doing something different all of a sudden, support them. It could be like an untapped talent that maybe they were too shy to do.
Yeah, and kick game, man. Like the homie was doing right now. He knows a little thing about cameras, so it's always dope to spread
the love.
Good love, yeah.
Yes.
The game is to be told not to be sold. Fuck what you heard. It's vice versa, man. Trust me. I told you right now.
Period.
Yep. We trying to elevate or not?
Okay, so y'all probably want to know how to connect with our guests, and this is the time where he's going to let you know how you could do that.
Okay, yeah. If you want to hit me on IG, follow me on IG. I am QWESTCOAST. Follow the label, Lopez Empire as well. You want to check out my videos, it's Lopez Empire on YouTube. I'm on all DSPs. If you want to hit me direct and you got like a show lined up for me, promoters, whatever, hit me direct. LopezEmpire1@gmail.com.
Yeah, he's certified. And also a quick shout out too, because these lovely flowers behind me. Thank you so much for the flowers. Let the people know where they're from.
Yeah, shout out to the homies, to the Vinny's company, man. If you guys need flowers, big arrangements, little shit, you need one flower, pull up to the homies, the Vinny's company, man. It's on San Pedro and 9th Street, downtown Flower District, man. Tell them your homie QWESTCOAST sent you. They're going to take care of you, man. Trust me when I tell you that. Don't go nowhere else. Just tap in with the homies, the Vinny's company.
Yeah, y'all, so this is the end of the episode. You already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the description below, because that's where I'm going to be putting all the information.
Por favor.
Yes.
The little bell, tap that shit. Yeah.
And also, thank you so much to Jazz and Alexander for helping me. Like, literally, the homies. Tap in with your homies, because you can make magic, and vice versa.
That's a fact.
Yeah, thank you.
Salud.
Bye.